Hi everyone, welcome to this kind of spontaneous Facebook Live. Just wanted to take a minute to talk to you about redeeming love. Some of you know that Corey and I have both gone through some pretty nasty divorces in the past, and then we found each other and it was something completely different for us. So it got me thinking about how it doesn't matter what you've gone through in your life, God's going to love you regardless of it, and it's always going to be there for you. No matter your mistakes, no matter your sins, your past, whatever has gone on, it's always there, and there's always a future with God. I've had a couple people who had messaged me about a post I had made about the changes in my life over the last 2.5 years and the things that God had done through it, where I had gone from an abusive relationship and where there was infidelity, not on my part, but a lot of things that had happened. And I was talking about how God had brought me Corey. He had brought a beauty from ashes, restored my life, given me new hope, restored the years that I felt were wasted. And I just want to encourage everybody else out there that those promises from God aren't just for one individual, they're for everyone. If it's in the Bible, it's not just pointing to one individual that he's going to come and that he's going to redeem. You know, Sarah, she wanted a child, and was it Sarah?
It was Sarah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm forgetting. She wanted a child, and at 99 or in a very old age, she finally became a mother, and she was a mother to generations.
Yeah.
And it was something that God brought to her. So if you're having infertility issues, you're wanting children, that's not just a promise that God only brought to Sarah. He promises those things for everyone. Whether that means that you're going to have children biologically, adopt, be a foster parent, be a nanny, whatever it is, God's going to bring your dreams to life, and he's going to bring them to fruition. You know, I remember it would have been probably January of 2021. I was talking with Pastor Amanda Crabb at one of our counseling sessions, and I was crying, and I said, you know, I'm 31 or 32 maybe at the time, and my life is over. I said, I'm divorced. I'm never going to have a family. I'm never going to have children. I said, who is going to want me after everything that's gone on? I felt completely worthless. But God restores that, and he makes you beautiful. You know, we're made in God's image, and that's one thing that we have to remember is that God doesn't make junk. So I just want to give hope to everybody out there that there is hope in the future. You know, if you're searching for your Boaz, then rely on God. Don't rely on yourself. Don't search for things in the ways that other people do. Like, you know, Nashville's huge on bars and honky tonks. That's not where I met my husband. That's not where you want to meet a godly man. You know, of all the places to meet my husband, I met him on Facebook. Man, he stood out to me because he was talking about biblical feasts and all of these scriptural things. And I was like, you know what? That's the kind of man that I need in my life. And doing these things like Match.com or whatever, you know, there was a lot of creeps out there. Let me just tell you. And Corey's got some stories of his own. But God has this redeeming love that he offers to all of us. And it's not just an individual thing to one person. It's to everyone. And I just want you guys to know that God can bring that love to you too. And regardless of what your marital situation is or not, the love that the God gives is an unending love. And it's something that you're never going to forget. And it's something that can't be replicated. The love from God is something that will fill you. And it will fill that void in your life. And I just want you guys to be encouraged today. You know, Corey and I are about to go celebrate our anniversary of our first date. And I was just thinking, you know, we need to do that with God. We need to celebrate his love too, not just the love in our lives. Do you have anything to say?
No, I think you did very well, and I just want to just say, you know, no matter what it is that you're going through, if you're feeling like that you're at the end of your ropes, if you feel like that this is the final chapter in your life, that it's always going to be like that, how many times can we look back and see how God brought us through so many things, and just as Heather said, redeemed us, and that we're a brand new person than we were when we were going through that storm, whether that be divorce, whether that be situation at your job, or sickness, or poverty, whatever it may be, whatever season you may be in your life. I often think about what God said, or what Paul said in 1 Corinthians, where he said, these light afflictions, which are but for a moment, are working for us a far more exceeding eternal weight of glory. I look back on, the life that I lived, and some horrible things happened. And at the time when I was going through them, I thought, God, why have you done this to me? You really had some Job moments at times, like, how am I ever going to recover from this? And looking back on that, I see that those things were molding me and shaping me into the man that I am today, and equipped me to be in this season. And this season's got new blessings and new challenges, but I just think about, it's just a moment, and it's working for me. And so I want to encourage you just to keep believing, trusting in God, that even in this season, God is redeeming you, and just hold on to Him. And we appreciate you for tuning in. God bless you.